I love it when WWE surprises us. Doesn't happen that much anymore, but when it does, you literally jump out of your seat because you never saw what's actually happening on your screen. You never thought it was going to happen. You never saw it coming. And that's just great. It makes you feel wonderful. It's happened time and time again too. Do you remember when Goldberg beat Brock Lesnar in less than 2 minutes? When Razor Ramon somehow lost to the 1-2-3 Kid? Or when Edge first cashed in his Money in the Bank? I think back then we didn't even know that was a thing that you could do if you won Money in the Bank. So once more it was just like, come on, wrestling is the best. Now I'm not saying what happened on the most recent episode of SmackDown is up there with any of these examples, but I tell you, I was still blown away and genuinely pleased to see Kane come back and reform Team Hell No with the man known as Daniel Bryan. But it has happened. There's nothing we can do to make it unhappen. Team Hell No are back together. They reunited. Why? Here's why. Now, I don't like starting on a negative, but let's get all of that stuff out the way first. There seems to be some sadness or some upset within the wrestling community that ever since Daniel Bryan came out of retirement, he's not being used in the way they had hoped, or he's not in the WWE main event scene. They want him going after the WWE title. I can understand that. We all love Daniel Bryan. We all want to see him thrive. So yeah, right now maybe you could look at it and go, what's going on? But to be honest, it's a joy we've got him back in the first place. That was never meant to happen. However, if that's not the plan over at WWE HQ right now, I would much rather Daniel was being used in fun segments. And honestly, what is more fun than re-teaming him with Kane and having one last run with Team Hell No? The pairing originally was a huge turning point for Bryan in the sense that all of a sudden management realised this guy's more than just an amazing in-ring worker. He can do promo bits, he's got a good character, and he can be pretty damn funny if you give him the chance to be. The two also left us with some lovely memories and engaged in some ridiculous segments that were far better than they had ever right to be. You remember that guy? What was his name? Dr. Tilby, whatever it was. That should have been garbage on paper, but Kane and Daniel Bryan pulled it off. It was Dr. Shelby. I just remembered. My brain just threw that back out there. You got it wrong, you moron. It's Dr. Shelby. Maybe it's not. I'm pretty sure it's Dr. Shelby. How you doing, Dr. Shelby? I hope you're well. So why not let them go through the motions one last time, especially because you got to assume this is Kane's last hurrah in the WWE. If this is the start of his nostalgia tour where he goes back all through his best bits and we start here, that's a 2 thumbs up. And everybody wants 2 thumbs up. I give more, but I've only got 2 thumbs. I ain't going to get my big toe involved. That's weird. You ain't ever going to see my feet on camera. You know why. Yeah. Also, everybody got mad when Kane was in the main event at the Royal Rumble, and that wasn't me, by the way. I actually did a tweet saying I hoped he won the World Championship, but let's not talk about that now. So look, surely this is a better fit. You're not getting that, and you're getting something else. And what you are getting is really fun, and there just isn't enough fun, not only in the world of WWE, but in the world in general. So if we can inject more fun into it, we should all support the injection of fun. And if you don't like fun, the issue or the problem is definitely with you, because you really should like fun. I also think it's a great injection into the SmackDown Tag Team title division, which was threatening to lose its way. I mean, look at the opponents the Bludgeon Brothers have had since WrestleMania. Gallows and Anderson should have been a big deal, but they're not. And also, that was put on the pre-show. But here, we've taken 2 bona fide main eventers and we've chucked them into that world. Also, I bet those 4 can put on some really great matches. We all know that Daniel Bryan is amazing. Luke Harper is a trooper and should be used better than he is. Kane is still decent, and Eric Rowan is underrated, I would say. So yeah, let them loose, let them do some good tag team matches. I think we're going to enjoy it all around. And I can just feel it. I can feel it in my bones. All my bones are shaking, going, this is a good idea. This is a good idea. That means I probably need to go to the doctor and get that sorted out, but not if I'm right, and I think I'm right. Imagine Team Hell No win the tag titles as well. Don't sit out there and pretend that wouldn't warm your heart and make you feel all fuzzy inside. It would, because it would be a lovely throwback to a time that really a lot of us have now forgotten about. On top of that, think how much you're going to hate The Miz when he eventually comes out and puts a stop to all of this, or at least ruins it in some fashion. Now what The Miz does, and then we can start building the Daniel Bryan and Miz feud that we all want. This ticks so many boxes, if I had a pen, it would run out of ink. This is also a great idea given that we are in the quiet period of WWE. WrestleMania is in our rearview mirror now. We're trying to get to SummerSlam, so things always take a bit of a dip. So in between that, you may as well throw some entertainment in my face, especially if it's entertainment that I wasn't expecting. That sounded weird and maybe even a little bit sexual. I didn't mean it like that. I'm just saying, look, when Kane came out to save Daniel Bryan on SmackDown, all of a sudden I went, yes, 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 which is ironic because, you know, Daniel Bryan is the yes man. Yeah. let's move on. And I like this a lot, and I'm not going to lie, a huge reason for that is because if I do look over to the main event scene on SmackDown, Rusev is there, so we need to balance things out until Rusev unfortunately gets moved away from there. This is a good way to do it. It's like all my dreams are coming true. And again, I don't actually think Rusev is going to win the title at Extreme Rules, but we're like in Bizarro Land right now. Daniel Bryan's on fire. Rusev, top of the card. It's not even Canada. We're not even in Canada. I like Canada. Canada's awesome. I always cheer for everything, and it's a lovely place. So how can you not be pleased with all of this? You should be pleased. If nothing else, the tag team division needed more focus, and Kane and Daniel Bryan can provide that. And also, hopefully, get the Bludgeon Brothers even more over than they already are. Let's make these championships feel huge, because that's good for the product, that's good for the fans, and it's good for the wrestlers too. I mean, what else are you going to do? Gonna do more pre-show nonsense? Throw more people on the pre-show like we always do, which doesn't make a damn bit difference to anything? No, don't do that. Anyway, Team Hell No are back together, and I don't think anybody could have possibly have predicted that in January 2018. I mean, think of all the obstacles and the hurdles you'd have to overcome to get to this point, but we have! Kane is back, Daniel Bryan coming out of retirement. It's absolutely nuts. That's wrestling for you though, and as we know in wrestling, you never say never, because if you do say never, ultimately it's going to happen and you're going to have egg on your face. It's actually quite good, because egg is really high in protein and it tastes delicious, so you can lick off that egg and you'll be all like full and you'll feel good inside. Also, I eat a lot of eggs because they're brilliant. You don't need to know that. This video isn't about eggs, but I like to provide you with information about my life as and when it seems appropriate, which actually wasn't this video. This is meant to be about Team Hell No. I've turned it into a rant about eggs. But yeah, Team Hell No, Kane, Daniel Bryan back together. It can go for a few weeks, it can go for a few months. I'm gonna stand behind it the entire time. I don't know why. I really don't. It's just one of those things where it feels right. It feels right, like eating a lot of eggs. Just feels right. Now, don't forget to leave a comment below and let us know what you think about all of this. Like, share, and subscribe. Head over to whatculture.com, read some articles, some about Team Hell No. Follow What Culture on Twitter. What Culture WWE. My name is Simon from What Culture, and once again, Team Hell No. It's wonderful to have you back. Why don't you go out there, win the SmackDown Tag Team titles, and then you can lose them after The Miz screws you over again. I said that once, but I'm saying it again at the end of the video, which a lot of people don't even get to. That's just good. It's just good. It's just good. 3 goods in a row there. Didn't need to do that. I love you, Daniel Bryan. I love you, Kane. You're 2 of my favorites of all time. Love seeing you together. #love. Love you too. See you soon.